Hello there and welcome to this week's episode of Dandy TV, where we're going to be joining our friends at IGN and finding out all about the new Pokemon game, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity. Sounds ace. We'll also have the best of your jokes, but first, before all of that, time for the Dandy News. Thanks very much, Chris. Holidaymakers in Hawaii were surprised to see the sea had turned orange. A spokesman for the island said, "Don't panic, it's just a fantasy." Tortoises and terrapins held up traffic on the M25 for up to 7 hours. A policeman said it was turtle mayhem. A man who stole a calendar from Clinton's was quickly charged. He got 12 months. And finally, a man has broken the world record for sleeping. He slept for 14 weeks. Afterwards, he said, "It was easy. Did it with my eyes closed." That's it for this week's Dandy News. Thanks very much, Chris. Now, speaking of things that are new, why don't we find out all about the new Pokemon games? Let's go over to our friends at IGN.
Hello, I'm Daniel from IGN, and today I'm joined by
Luke.
Right, so for a living we play video games, and this month we've been mainly playing Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, which is quite a long title.
Now, I've seen a bit of this, but can you just tell me, what exactly is it?
So you might have heard of Pokemon, and
Yes.
you might have heard of Mystery Dungeon. These are two long-running Japanese game series, and what they've done, not for the first time, they've mashed them together.
Okay.
So Pokemon you're probably quite familiar with. You go around collecting little fighting creatures, you train them up, you assemble a team, and you take on other people who have their own collections of Pokemon. Now in Mystery Dungeon, what you do in that game is you go into a dungeon and you fight successively harder monsters to get deeper into the dungeon.
Okay.
Now this type of game is called roguelike, and it's randomly generated and turn-based. So what they've done, they've combined these two genres together, these two series. So you get your team of Pokemon, and instead of fighting against other players, you go deeper and deeper into a dungeon, fighting harder and harder Pokemon, unlocking better equipment.
Cool. Well, as someone who's, I'm more familiar with Pokemon. I think most people probably are as a series. It's done very, very well over here. So, are there any particular Pokemon that, stand out and you do get a chance?
The fan favourite Pikachu is the main character. Really, he's one of the starting Pokemon. He'll be probably a lot of people's favourite to play with. One of the best parts really is the ability to create your own little town. So you'll start with a really desolate wasteland, and over the game you'll build shops until you have a thriving metropolis. One of the really good things about it is it's obviously on 3DS, so it utilises the 3D capabilities of the screen. Also a really nice feature is it also uses the two cameras that are on the back of the 3DS console.
Okay.
So you can scan objects in real life. If you can find anything that's circular, so I don't know, a wheel or a donut. Those are the only two things I can think of.
Brilliant.
If you can find something circular, scan it with the cameras, you can open up portals in the game called Magna Gates, and this takes you to new secret areas in the dungeon.
Okay, that's quite cool.
So it's like a really nice way that it uses the 3DS, and you can play this on another console, for instance.
like augmented reality kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it does a really good job of using that ability. All in all, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is a nice little strategy game, especially if you like Pokemon. But if you're more into RPG games, you might want to check out something like Fire Emblem, which is also on Nintendo 3DS, and that's out now.
Cool.
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is out on May 17th.
Awesome. How much will it cost?
It costs $29.99, and you can get that in shops, or you can get it from the Nintendo eShop, so you can download it. And for everything on Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, check out IGN.com.
That game looks amazing! Can't wait to get my hands on it. Hey, tell you what, do you want to hear a joke? Of course you do. How'd you get Pikachu on a bus? Pokemon! Pokemon then. What? Alright. See if you can do better. Time for your jokes.
What animal can jump higher than a house?
I don't know. What animal can jump higher than a house?
Any animal a house can't jump.
Ha ha!
What's big and wobbles like a jelly?
What's big and wobbles like a jelly? I don't know.
Jellyfant.
Jellyfin!
How do you make a hanky dance?
I don't know. How do you make a hanky dance?
Put some bogey into it.
Put some bogey into it. Those jokes were blooming marvellous. And if you think you can make us laugh, then just email us a video of your favourite joke to jokes@dandy.com. Sandy, that's all we've got time for this week. But we'll see you next time on Dandy TV. Bye! Oh, it's my bus.